I'm gonna remove the isolator switch here. That's gotta go. It's really nice, and it comes with the pigtail already, just like that, guys. And I got 2 of them, like I said. This thing, guys, is so sturdy. Look at that, guys. $14.89. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're gonna be working under the hood of the OBS, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna be upgrading the batteries. We're gonna be upgrading the alternator. We're gonna start prepping for that. I don't have those yet. They are being shipped. They should be here any minute. As soon as I get those delivered, I will be unboxing them and I will show you what's gonna go under the hood as far as alternator and batteries. But for now, what we're gonna start doing is I'm going to start cleaning up some of these parts here. I'm gonna start painting the parts. For example, the air cleaner needs a little bit of paint. The brackets, I'm gonna start cleaning up the valve covers, you name it, stuff like that. I just don't want to be putting in new things, I don't want to be putting in new upgrades just the way it is. The whole truck is looking nice, and I want everything under the hood to look as nice as well. I have a 0 gauge Big 3 we're gonna put on there. It has a 4 gauge Big 3. I did that a long time ago, but that has to go. I need to go with 0 gauge. I'm gonna be adding 0 gauge grounds everywhere under the hood, and just like I said, upgrading the electrical system 100%, everything underneath the hood, so I can get good voltage, and I don't have to worry about voltage drop when the base hits, when the cooling fans kick on, when I have the air conditioning on during summer. I want to do this now, and I don't want to be dealing with that later when it's 150 degrees out here. So the way we're gonna start this video is by covering the truck. I'm gonna get the truck cover, just like Big Red over here. I have another cover for the OBS. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the cover. I'm gonna cover as much as possible, maybe all the way to the cab. Then the fenders, I need to protect the fenders. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use some kind of sheeting, like plastic sheeting for the fenders or something, not sure what, but I need to protect those. The front end here, the grill and everything, that's gonna be covered up with a blanket or something like that. And all that is gonna be because I'm gonna be scraping, I'm gonna be putting some degreaser here. I'm gonna, you name it. I don't want anything all over the place. I don't want overspray, degreaser overspray everywhere. What else? Yeah. And then after that, once I cover the truck and protect the fenders and the front end and all that, I have a tarp. I bought a tarp. I'm gonna put it under the truck, so all the stuff, all the dirt and oil and grease and whatever falls to the floor, it doesn't fall to the floor. It's gonna be, I'm gonna catch it on that tarp. And then once we're done, I can just pull the tarp out, and maybe if it's too nasty, too dirty, I can just toss it. It was only like $8. Yeah, so let's get you on the tripod. We're gonna start getting the truck ready, and then we're gonna start removing as many parts as I can. Of course, I'm not gonna deal with the air conditioning. That's gonna stay in place. The alternator's gotta go. I mean, I'm gonna replace it anyway, so that's gotta go. And that's gonna give me access to everything else, to start scraping, brushing, cleaning, and yeah, stuff like that. So let's get busy, get you on the tripod. Let's get started. You guys were able able to see on that time lapse, it's already covered. I already protected as much as I could. The truck, fenders, the front, and the bottom there. Everything is protected as much as possible except for the hood. I don't think I'm gonna need anything on the hood because everything is gonna be falling down. All right, so let me give you a quick rundown on what I'm gonna get started on. I'm gonna get removing the the fuse holder there, because that's what I used just to test out the system on the last video. That was just temporary. That's not gonna stay there. I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna remove the isolator switch here. That's gotta go. The battery has to go. What else? I think on this side, that's all we're gonna do. All this wiring here, this is for my cooling fans. I need to relocate that. I need to make it look a little better than that. So that's gotta be relocated. On this side, there's nothing much I wanna take care of except for, see, like all those bare wires. I'm gonna loom those. I'm gonna loom those wires. Those exposed wires back there, same thing. I'm gonna do something about them. What else? I'm gonna clean the firewall. What else? On this side here, see the valve covers, they're a little dirty, so I need to gain access to the valve covers so I can clean them up. And everything is so dusty in there, so dusty. Anyway, so I need to remove all this so I can get to the fender wells, clean those up really well. If I don't have to paint those, I won't, but I'm not gonna know until I remove all this stuff out of the way. On this side here, well, the air cleaner has to go so I can gain access to everything down there. It's full of junk and dirt and you name it. That's got to get cleaned up. Alternator has got to go. Water pump is good. I just need to clean it. Mainly on this thing here, guys, is just cleaning everything up, making sure that it's as clean as possible before I start putting all the new stuff on there. There's no leaks. This truck doesn't leak at all, so that's a plus. The firewall, I want to just scuff it up and not scuff it up, just wash it with soap and water, make it look better. What else on this side? Oh, look at the frame. Look at the frame right here, guys. It's stock, it's original. It's bare metal here. It's got like surface rust, so I want to take care of that. All the way to the bottom there too. On this side, the frame can use a little bit of paint. I want to start cleaning this up right here. And yeah, so if you can see this right here, guys, see this right here. This truck was parked when I bought it. This was parked in a barn. There was a lot of rat turd everywhere. And still, it's after 10 years of owning this truck. After 11 years of owning this truck, I've been cleaning and getting rid of all the rat turd everywhere, and still there's a residue of that stuff. If you look in there, there's some still in there. Oh, I was saying that right there, this was chewed up by a rat, but luckily, guys, none of the wiring was damaged. How? I don't know how that happened, but none of the wiring was chewed up. Look, take a look at this right here. See this canister? This was eaten up. They were having that for breakfast or something. That right there. There's a little bit of signs of a rats living in here. Not bad at all. Anyway, so I'm gonna get removing all this. Once I remove everything, I will show you how it looks with everything removed, so we can start getting dirty, cleaning it, making it look nice. I'll be right back. Let me get this taken care of. Alright guys, here is most of the stuff that's coming off. I already removed all this crap over here. Bunch of wiring, air cleaner, the reservoir for the radiator, alternator. That's the first thing that's gonna be coming off. I might be removing more stuff, but as you can see guys, I already applied some of this, just as you saw on the time lapse there, and it's working really well. It's removing a lot of the crud and old oil residue. So yeah, it's soaking right now. I have warm water here. I have a couple different brushes, have a couple spatulas here. So I'm gonna start scrubbing with warm water, see how much I can remove from all this, and then I'm going to rinse it with warm water, and then we'll see where we're at. On this side, I'm not sure what else I'm gonna have to relocate. That canister is gonna have to be relocated for sure. The alarm horn has to be relocated, I think. I'm not sure where I'm gonna move this, because in this area here, this is where I need to install my second battery. It's either gonna be here or on that side, not sure yet. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'll bring you guys out here again when I'm done scrubbing, cleaning, and see how this looks. All right, let's go. Alright guys, it's the next day. I just came back from work, and as you guys saw on that time lapse, last night I scrubbed the heck out of this engine bay everywhere. The frame, the you name it, everything underneath the hood where I was able to get my hands in there, or my brush, and it's okay. It's looking a lot better than yesterday. I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. It's already dried, and yeah, it's not bad. It's gonna be ready for paint right now. As you can see, it's real clean. Look at that battery tray. I need to paint that. I scrubbed it last night. It's ready for paint, as well as a lot of the stuff down here I'm gonna be able to paint. It's impossible to get to every single corner, every single cranny around this engine bay without taking all this crap off. So I did what I could. It's not bad. It wasn't bad to begin with, but it's gonna look a little better. It's gonna be tricky trying to tape up everything. My plan is to tape up all the body, paint it white. I'm gonna use masking tape for that, and paper to cover all that first. Then I'm gonna go ahead and spray black paint where I can. I don't want to make it too crazy under here. I'm just gonna paint all the parts where I can get a good spray, a good hit with that spray can. The rest of it is just gonna stay the same, but I definitely want to give it a little touch up with black. Also, these aluminum parts, I think I'm gonna hit it with some gray paint, like that bracket right there, that bracket right there. I think those are the only two things I want to paint with gray. Just that bracket and maybe that one. I don't know yet. Not sure what I'm gonna be doing. Maybe this one here, I'm gonna hit it with gray paint just to make it look a little better before I start putting all the stuff on here, all the new upgrades. By the way, guys, today I got my batteries delivered. I have them on my table. Once I'm done with all this and I'm ready to install the batteries, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna unbox the batteries, I'm gonna unbox the alternator, and I will show you what I went with. All right, so right now I'm gonna get taping everything up and get it ready for paint. But before I start painting the parts under the hood here, I need to know for sure what I'm gonna do as far as the battery relocation here. Actually, not relocation, the second battery install. I have my battery. I bought a universal battery tray. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. I think I can move this stuff around. I'm gonna try to move this canister around, that alarm siren around, and I think I should have enough room here to install the battery. Don't know if I'm gonna have to make some modifications or not to the battery tray, but we'll see. We will find out. First things first, let's get taping. All right, guys, and here we have all the power that's gonna go underneath the hood of the OBS. I want to start with the alternator. I went with a 320 amp alternator. The one the truck had before this one here was a 140. These trucks originally come with 104 amp or 105 amp alternator, and when I did the conversion from mechanical fan clutch to electric cooling fans, the stock alternator 104 amps, it was not cutting it, so I just bumped it up to Power Master 140 amp, and that worked okay for what I had before. Then I added the sound system, and it barely kept up. So this time I'm upgrading everything. As you know, the sound system, it's a lot bigger than what I had before, and I definitely need something bigger, something better, and this is what I went with. I went with I believe it's Pure Power alternator. Let me see right here. I want to open this up right here. It's called the brand I went with is Pure Power alternators. These are here locally in Arizona, and I decided to try them out because I've heard good things, good reviews about this brand. So I decided to go with this one here now. On the truck, on Big Red, I am running JS alternator. On Big Red, I'm running 370 amp alternator. This one here, I decided to bump it up from 140 to 320. So this is a 320 amp alternator. the test report here, it says average idle output 233 amps, and the maximum maximum alternator output is 354. I was gonna go with a 370, but I think this is gonna be big enough for what I need. I don't have anything nearly as big as Big Red, so a 320 amp alternator should do it. I'm gonna get it out of the box. It's really nice, and it comes with the pigtail already. This is the adapter for my truck. The pulley is really small, so it should make a lot of power. Can't wait to put this on there. Okay, this is the amp, Pure Power Alternators. If you guys want to look them up, yeah, it's under Pure Power, or Tucson Alternators. I found it as Tucson Alternators, but I guess they are those two companies are working together or something like that. But anyway, this is the alternator. All right, next thing, I went with not just one, I went with 2 batteries. I don't want to have any amperage problems. I don't want to have any voltage drop, so might as well, instead of just one, I decided to go with 2. It's always better to have extra reserve, electrical reserve power, instead of just having either enough or not enough. In my case, I went all out and I decided just to install 2 batteries. And I'm going to show you what I went with. These are, I just got these delivered today. They are packaged really well. Okay. And here they are, guys. Here, this one, both of them are the same. FTA25 group 34, 65 amp hours, 825 cold cranking amps, 1500 PHCA, 1200 volts. Right, and the dimensions for this one here is 10 inches by 6 by 8, which fits perfect underneath on the stock battery tray. This is a full throttle battery. I read a lot of reviews about full throttle, and this is one of the best ones out there. These ones are right there next to the excess power. I have one D3400 on Big Red. I just got one D3400 on Big Red, and I also have a Lithium. On this truck, on my truck, I don't have room for a Lithium inside the cab, so that's why I decided to go with 2 AGM batteries. This is a non-spillable, non-hazardous, maintenance-free AGM battery. So let's take a look. I haven't even opened them up yet. They come with terminals with the posts. Let's see, this is going to be the negative. Whatever you want to use, it's either this, like that, or you can just add your terminals, whatever you want to use. Okay, this is the negative, and this is the positive. Let me get it out of the box. And here it is, guys. Let me turn it around. Not bad at all. Cool. It looks really nice. Just like I said, you can either use this or use some other different type of terminals here. I'm gonna go with something different because I'm gonna add a bunch of wires, a lot of leads, and you name it, a lot of zero gauge. So I'm gonna go with something a little different than just these terminals here, these posts. But if you're just going with a regular, if you're just replacing this with if you're replacing your car battery, your stock battery with this, you can just use this right here and use the same posts like this. Just like that, guys. And I got 2 of them, like I said. Cool. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side and I'm gonna show you the this is the universal battery tray I ordered, and everything I am showing you guys, everything came straight from Amazon except for the alternator, of course, but the batteries and the battery tray and all the things I've been using straight from Amazon. I'm gonna leave a link to all these items if you guys want to pick up one of these parts. The link is going to be in the description below if you want to look into that. Anyway, so this one comes in many pieces. Here's the instruction. Here are the instructions on how to put it together. I have to put it together, as you can see. It comes with many bolts, screws, whatever you want to call this, to put it together, and a bunch of parts. But same thing, I read a lot of good reviews about these battery trays. A lot of people are using them. That's why I decided to go with this one here. Okay, all the hardware is here and the instructions. So what I'm gonna do next, guys, is I'm going to put together the battery tray because it's time to test fit it on the driver's side of the truck. I already removed the canister. Everything's out of the way. So it's time to put it together and see what I'm gonna need to install this on the driver's side. Stay tuned. Once I put all this together and I figure something out or decide how I'm gonna mount this, I will bring you guys out here again so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, since I already removed the canister from this location here, I think I got it figured out. I need to make a little bit of adjustments to make them both fit as far as the battery tray and the canister, and I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think once I relocate this line over here, I think I'm gonna be able to fit my battery tray right here, this little corner here, like so. I think I can clear everything. I'm gonna have to make some spacers for this little section here, and also I think I need another bracket to hold this one here in place for an extra security or stability, but that's not a big deal. I can make that, and then I think I can install the canister right here, like so. I think I can install it right here, something like that. And I think that's gonna work, because if I go deeper in here, this is not gonna fit. So I think by doing this, by installing it just right here next to the battery tray, I think I should be fine. Or maybe a little lower, maybe right there, I don't know, but that's the plan. And what I'm gonna use to anchor these down, the new battery tray, I'm gonna use the nutserts. I have a couple of nutserts I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use one here and two here, plus the other brace I'm gonna install back here. That should be plenty of support for this. So let me figure this out, and I will get you guys back out here when I have an update, but it's looking good. All right guys, after a few hours of moving things around, drilling holes, organizing hoses, brackets and stuff like that, relocating things, wiring and all that, it's done. I installed the new battery tray, and I was able to relocate the canister. It was not easy because, again, there's not enough room in here, but I made it happen and I like it. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on what I did before I start painting. Tonight I want to give it a coat of paint, black paint. Tomorrow is gonna be the gray paint. So let's go ahead and show you what I did. Everything's taped up. I already got taped and paper covering things here. Not on this side, but that will be done right now in a minute. But I need to show you first what I did on this side. All right, so there is my canister right here. If you remember, the canister was here, and I moved it from here to here. And what I did, I used aluminum flat bar to extend the mounts for the canister, and I just relocated the lines, one here, the other one there. They go under that way, and yeah, it worked out perfect. Look at this, guys, it's nice. All right, as far as the battery tray, same thing. I use this aluminum flat bar as a support on top here, and then on the bottom, not sure if you can see, I fabricated like a bar. Let me see if I can get you down there so you can see it. Not sure if you can see that. That's like a, I bent it to shape, and that's gonna be like a bracket, like a support. Not sure if you see it. Can you see it from there? Probably. Okay, anyway, so that's supporting the tray from the corner right here all the way to the radiator support. And then I went ahead and drilled a couple of holes here, and I used my rivet gun, and I installed some nutserts, 1, 2, and then the other one up here, 3. This thing, guys, is so sturdy. It's not moving whatsoever. Nothing moves. It's really tight, really supported in there. All right, guys, so that's it right there. If you guys want to know more about how I installed the battery tray and move things around, just let me know. Put it down in the comment sections below, and I will help you guys out. As far as tonight, it's already 10 o'clock. I need to get going. I need to give it one coat of black paint, and that way tomorrow I can do the brackets gray. So I'll see you guys tomorrow after work. All right, guys, quick update. The alternator's installed. I only had to make that hole a little bigger. That hole right there on the bracket, I had to make it a little bigger because it wasn't fitting just right. It wasn't going through. So yeah, that's done, and everything fits perfect. The adapter, the pigtail, works amazing. It fits just right. Cool, man. Now, next thing, I need to start working on is I'm gonna drop the batteries in here. That way I know how to run my wires, my positives and my negatives. And yeah, I need to start fabbing that up. So I'll get you guys out here again when I have the batteries installed, and I start working on the big three, when I start working on the positives and the negatives under the hood. So stay tuned, we're making progress. All right guys, here's another update. Batteries are installed, and they are looking pretty good. This one here, the one I just installed, the extra battery, it's really solid. It doesn't move at all. I had to fabricate a little tab to like a hold down tab, because I didn't like the other one, the big bar that goes up here with a couple of what is it, like bolts. I didn't like that, so I had to fabricate something better, which is that one right there, and it's not going anywhere. All right guys, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run my wires from there to here. I'm gonna go ahead and install those. I think I'm gonna run them right through here, right on top of the radiator here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put you on the tripod so you can watch me how I do that really quick. Stay tuned. Ran my positive and my negative from one battery to the other, as you guys were able to see in that time lapse. And what I did, I installed the flat bars as I was talking to you guys earlier, and then I zip tied them to the flat bar, and I installed them underneath those aluminum bars. Now there is a channel between the bars, the flat bars, and the radiator here, and those wires, the 0 gauge wires, they fit perfectly in between that. And I zip tied them, like if you can see that right there, they're zip tied. Those right there are, the wires are all the way to the top against the bars, so there is like a ½ inch, like a ½ inch gap between the radiator and the bottom of the wires. It's not like that's gonna get hot, or they're not gonna get melted, because number one, the radiator doesn't get as hot as the exhaust, and number two, this is welding wire, 0 gauge welding wire, and the jacket on this is really heavy, it's thick, and yeah, it should be fine. By the way guys, this wire here, it's amazing. I recommend this thing. It's 100% copper, 100% OFC, and still flexible enough to do whatever you need. But as I was saying guys, it's the quality on this wire is really good. I recommend it. I'm gonna put a link in the comment section below for all the things, all the parts I'm using, including that wire. Now back here, I already have my positive and my negative. This is for my big three. I'm still working on that, but I wanted to show you where I'm at now. On this side, I ran another positive and another negative for this battery. I'm gonna do the same thing to that one. I already installed my distribution block back here. Anyway, I also charged up my batteries. They came from right out of the box. They were at 1220, 1230, something like that, and I charged them overnight, and I'm gonna show you right now where they are sitting. I put them on the trickle charger all night on the on the trickle charger all night, and I charged them up too. You're gonna see how, let's see, right there and right there. 323, 321. Seems like it's staying at 1323. I'm sorry, 1323, 1324. All right, so I'm gonna test out the other one so you can see the charge. They charged the same, I think. They should be the same. Okay, so 1323. Yep, they are exactly the same. 1324 to 1323. Perfect. So they are charged exactly the same. They have the same charge. Cool. Next thing I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna finish up installing all my wires, and once I'm done with everything, all the wires and everything, I'm gonna bring you guys out here so you can see how all this looks together and all done. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, guys, here's a quick update. I already fabbed up my bus bars. These are 100% copper bus bars. This is what I'm going to be using on top of the batteries to connect all the wires to the batteries. These look pretty nice. Yep, 100% copper, guys. Yep, this should do it. I decided to use copper on the batteries instead of aluminum. Eventually I will be replacing the aluminum bus bars inside the cab. I think I'm gonna do the same thing as I did on this one here. I'm gonna buy a piece of copper flat bar, and yeah, I'm gonna be replacing those with this. But I just wanted to show you guys how these things look, and these are gonna go something like this, guys. They're gonna be something like that. And then on the side here, I'm gonna make all my connections on the side. Okay, cool. I just wanted to give you an update on where we are at now. I will bring you guys out here as soon as I have another update. All right, guys, it's done. I finished installing all the wiring, all the fuses, the batteries, the terminals, the bus bars. Everything is installed, and it came out looking really nice. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on what I did. I haven't even started the truck, but I just wanted to show you how this looks as soon as I finished. It's kind of late, but I need to show you guys what this looks like. So I'm gonna start on this side over here. I installed my 250 amp fuse right here. That line goes underneath the truck, right next to the frame, and that's what's gonna feed all the amps and everything inside. All right, now that line comes up, it connects here onto this bus bar, and then from here I have the starter cable going down there. That's the stock starter cable, and then this other one here is gonna be part of the big three that goes to the alternator right there. All right, now continuing with the positives. From here, positive goes around the radiator cap underneath all this. We already talked about this, how I installed it. And then over here it goes around this way and it feeds the second battery. All right, continuing with the positive, another copper bus bar comes out, goes down, and then all the way to the alternator, another another connection here for the alternator. So I have 2 0-gauge leads, 1 per battery. All right. Excuse me. Now, a quick rundown on the negatives. I have a negative wire here, a negative 0-gauge wire from the block goes to the frame. All right, and then continuing from the frame all the way up, and it goes into this copper bus bar, into the second battery negative. Okay, continuing that this way, same thing. It comes all the way around this way, and then it feeds the other battery. Okay, now bus bar, copper bus bar here. Now I have all my negatives on this side here. I have my chassis, my frame, my body, and then I have 2 0-gauge leads. One of them goes to the block up here. The other one goes down there, and it connects down there on the frame. Cool. All right, and then what else? I think that's it. I already installed my belt. It's the original belt. For some reason I tried it on before buying a shorter belt, and it feels good. It doesn't feel loose or anything, even though that's a smaller pulley right there. But anyway, I'm gonna try it out. It's the first time I want to start it up. Hopefully everything is gonna work, and we're done, guys. So let me go ahead and get it started for the first time after making all these changes, and I want to keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully everything works. So let me take the cover off. Let me take that off and then get ready. Once I get it started, I will show you the truck running. All right, so give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I took the cover off. I started it up, and let me tell you, everything works amazing. The belt is perfect. I didn't have to get another belt for some reason. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking at everything right now and I don't see anything out of the norm. Everything looks good. Now I'm gonna show you what how much it's charging right now. Okay, I have my voltmeter here. I want to show you. Okay, let me get this ready. Okay, it's charging real good. Look at that, guys. 1489, 1488, 1489. Perfect. Let's take a look at the other side. Let's get a read on the other battery. And let me put it over here so you can see it. Okay, hold on. Just give me 1 second. Right there. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put it right there. Hold on, guys, hold on. It's a little tricky with one hand, but yeah, let me get it right there. Look at that, guys. 1488, 1489, same thing. Beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look in here. Let's take a look at my voltmeter in here. Look at that, guys. It's showing same thing. See the green all the way to the top right there. So it's 14.2. Let me get a flashlight. Hold on. Let me get a flashlight so I can see exactly where we are at on that one. Just give me a second. let's see, it's same thing. The green shows 14.6 all the way to the top. He's happy. He's happy. Now, no battery light, so that's a plus, man. I heard a lot of stories about guys doing the alternator swap for a high output alternator, and I heard that the battery light, it's on after that, and they have to troubleshoot that. But lucky for me, I didn't have to do that. All right, so guys, all I got left to do is put the what is it, the hose, the tube for the air cleaner from here to here, which I have it over there. That's all I need to do next, and I think we're done. We are done under the hood. Everything came out really nice, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the results. I haven't driven it. It's really late. It's like almost midnight. I gotta get ready to go to work tomorrow. I can't go take it out for a spin or a drive because it's not just late, but it's raining outside, it's windy, it's nasty, so I'm not gonna do that. So far so good. I'm gonna keep you updated on this, but yeah, this is gonna be, I'm gonna call this good. This is gonna be the end of this video. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to know more about anything I've done, please let me know. Put it down in the comment section below. I'm gonna add a link to all the parts, to all the tools, everything I use in this what is it, what can I call this, upgrade, major electrical upgrade. I'm gonna put a link to all that if you guys are interested. Everything mostly came from Amazon. Anyway, that's it. With that said, guys, thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching my videos. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. That's gonna help me a ton. By the way, guys, we just hit 1,000 subscribers today, and that's a huge milestone for me. And thank you to you guys. This is all for you, and I keep doing this because you guys keep me motivated to do more of this content for you guys. So anyway, enough. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.